You know, there was a time it was all said that the Luos are very cheap people. Now what ninyi ugu pesa di? You remember this history, isn't it? By that time ninyi ugu pesa di. Has your price gone higher now, or you are still just cheap as you were that time? Look at your neighbor and ask him or her, how cheap is she or him? Because when Opio Wanda is made a CS and Badi is made a CS, you are all over how you are enjoying in this government. You know, the irony is, people from Mount Kenya have got 6 or 7 cabinet positions and over 6 PSS, and they're being treated as if they are in opposition. It is the Luos who are in the government. Who is mad in this arrangement? Maybe my mathematics is poor. Who is mad in this arrangement? I counted them the other day. There are about 8. The Mutahi Kaguis of this world, the Lee Kinyanjuis. Uta ungario kende tokwane ndune serikali. And then what are you delivering by being there? Is there anything you are delivering? You have become a choir and a chorus. I don't think there is any government that has killed its people more than the Ruto government in the history of Kenya. Kok onegoji of stress to jibedo abducted to kunwanku modhiye. High cost of living. But our people have been hoodwinked. And anywhere they are singing songs that we don't understand. Dongenewa winyo Ruto no mayo Raila Kura. Koze mache ni wuondo wawuona no komayo Raila Kura. No, let us speak the truth. Then we have been cheated all along. Koro sani no mi Raila state funeral. Koro Ruto has good meaning for us because he's giving our dead state funeral. When you die and you are given a state funeral, now everybody follows you because somebody has been given a state what? Ofo or nama. Where are we headed to? Where are we headed to? Because the Bible says here that those who would be reckoned as righteous are those people who are taking care of the needy in the society. 40 children that Huntington was paying school fees for are now left homeless and hopeless unless some miracle happens. And the Bible says that those who are reckoned righteous are those who are taking care of the needy, clothing the naked, feeding the hungry, visiting the sick, and providing for their needs. And the same means of livelihood is what is not viable because we have a hungry government that is looking for any means of income so that they can fill their pockets. If you cannot pay people who have genuinely worked, and then you are running with the choppers that you are doing empowerment, my foot. Don't go in your empowerment. Yule mtu wa soprano, leo ako siji wapi, the next day ako somewhere because he's doing what? Anafanya nini? What kind of empowerment are you doing when genuine workers cannot be paid what legally belongs to them? We are in a sick nation, a very sick nation. Mnajua, wer morone waweroga kawane choir about the world. I don't know whether this choir also sang it. Dereva akiwa shetani. Eh? Na dereva akiwa shetani. Mwisho wake tuko hatarini, and we must admit that. Jowadwa, we have lost a great person, and you can see that the gap that is left may never be filled. But I want to pray with the family that our God will be able to give you peace, to give you solace, and you will be able to rejoice in the fact that you lived with him. You know his virtues. You know what he stood for. And now the challenge is how to carry this legacy to the next level. Mama Harry and Justus, the world is looking at you. How you will move Huntington's legacy to the next level. I'm happy that when I read what you have said about him, you talked of integrity. One single thing that we are lacking in the personalities we have everywhere is integrity. Somebody who would stand and say what he means and means what he says. You know, many people did not know Huntington in circles outside his professional life. I remember there was a time when some people were pushing him to join politics. Maybe Mama Hari, you remember that. They wanted him to contest, especially when Job Omino died. And he told me, Padri, siaso kanyal donje, siaso joga. Because most politicians are thieves. Yeah, some of them are my friends, and I know most of them are thieves. There are few of them who have integrity, and they can be counted. You know, the single most problem in Kenya is that people are competing at who can steal more than the other. Karakira Ngojo Mimi, your head of state commendation, some of them are thieves. Dongenyo Chuneno Komigi Awards during Kenyatta Day. In that list, 3/4 are thieves. And probably they are being given commendation because they have stolen. Where is our integrity? The Bible is telling us that those who are not righteous will be thrown